Today I want to talk about a story that has affected both Colombia and the United States alike. According to officials and multiple news reports, he wasn't even the person ICE was originally looking for. Johan Guerrero, he was 26 years old, shot in Maine by ICE agents. When Trump first came into office, right away, I go to Trump, right? Anyway, when he first came to office, he said, you know what, we're gonna get all the illegals out, we're gonna get all the bad illegal immigrants out, right? The ones that are causing havoc, the ones that supposedly there were some Venezuelans were terrorizing a community building complex in Colorado, and they were charging like rents themselves, the gangs, and gangs were taking over neighborhoods. And like, yeah, we want them out. Americans were like, yes, let's get all these immigrants out. But then, once he came into power in office, he started going after the good guys, like the guys that are paying taxes. What? Paying taxes? Of course everybody's paying taxes. It doesn't matter. You cannot live in a country, even if you're a visitor, without paying taxes. You have to pay taxes. If you go to the grocery store, you're paying taxes. If you go pump gas, you're paying taxes. If you go buy food at the supermarket, you're paying taxes. If you get yourself a date and you go out to dinner, you're going to be paying taxes. So everybody contributes. Now, this idea that they're trying to push that immigrants are bad and they're taking people's jobs. No, they're not. No, here's a saying that has been going on for many, many years. What jobs are they really taking? What jobs are immigrants really taking? Are they taking your job? Right? Maybe they're taking the jobs you don't want to do, but guess what they do with that money as well? Besides sending them back to their home country, because that's what they do, right? They're also helping maintain the economy. Now, a country is only as strong as the number of citizens it has. Citizens, residents, it doesn't matter. They're going to these build sites or construction sites and they're arresting people who are just there working. They're not committing crimes, supporting their family. They have driver's license. They're probably paying home insurance with taxes. They probably live in a house where whether they're renting or owning, they are paying taxes. Okay, so they're contributing to society. Now, the ones that got arrested and they're illegal, send them back. Arrest them, send them. They're bad, they're committing crimes, they're raping, yeah, send those people back. But now I feel like people are becoming worthless. This kid who just got killed in Maine, 26 years old. ICE wasn't even there for him. And the story was, or the narrative was, the ICE agent said, I shot him because I feared for public safety. Now, that statement has been redacted from DHS, in the news media, and all that. Why? Because that doesn't sound right. You can't say, I feared for the safety of the public. 26 years old, legal, right? Supposedly he was saying he tried to stop. I wasn't there. We don't have any footage. We don't have any video. Those are just the rumors. But the ICE agent did say that I feared for public safety. Wasn't he a member of the public and his safety was jeopardized? How does that even make sense? Now, if he's going to try to ram the ICE agent, shouldn't do that. You know, if you're legal, put your hands up. You know, you're detained until and you're guilty until proven innocent, right? Show them your ID, show them your paperwork. You shouldn't run. I know I'm kind of going around in a loop, but before we invaded or attacked Iran, they were saying that the government was killing protesters. 30,000 of them. 30,000. That's a lot of people. I don't believe that story. But aren't we just doing the same thing? Like we're killing protesters. We're actually in the United States, we've actually killed protesters. Wasn't there a college back in the 70s or 60s where some police officers were just sniping students? This is all real. This is all real news. Now, everybody sees the United States as this big dream that they want to travel to, that they want to go to, that they, you know what? It's the American dream. You go there and the streets are paved with gold. When you get there, instead of landing on a street paved with gold, you land in a street where you're indebted, to everyone and everything. If you own a house, you're never gonna finish paying that off. You're gonna pay taxes for the rest of your life. If you own a car, there goes a mortgage plus taxes. And every year, you pay taxes on that. If you wanna go fishing, you need a license, you gotta pay taxes for that. Oh, you wanna have a carry concealed weapon? You gotta pay taxes as well. Your car, you gotta register it, you gotta pay taxes. It's like you become a slave to the system of just giving and giving taxes. And where's all this money going to? I mean, we saved, I believe, $21 million when Trump came into office and he started the Doge with Elon Musk. And how much have we spent on this Iran conflict? I think Pete Hegseth, the Secretary of Defense, or the Department of War, I'm sorry, it's no longer the Department of Defense, it's the Department of War. Because we're not defending, like I've said before, we're not defending against anybody, we're attacking. So it's war, just asks for another $87 billion. So we saved 21, but now we're gonna spend 87 billion. And that's on top of the 1.5 trillion that they've probably already gone through, because if they're asking for more and the Department of War's budget or the military is 1.5 trillion, how does that even make sense? What are we doing? What are we doing? If you're killing protesters and we're complaining, oh my God, they're killing people in the streets. How bad is that? Iran is so bad. They're killing the protesters. That's what we're doing. That guy wasn't even protesting. Supposedly he was just going to work. He was legal. Killed him for public safety, for the safety of the public. 26-year-old kid, right? With a wife and a kid. Went to the United States legally, okay? And now he's dead, just going to work to pay his bills. Because once you get caught in that rat race, you're stuck and you have to continue working and you have to continue working and you have to continue working, because otherwise they'll take everything away. Don't pay your taxes in your house. Let's see what, pay off your house to the bank, right? Because you owed it. Most likely you owed it. Most people owed their house, right? When they purchase, they get a mortgage on it, right? Who buys a house outright? Not many people can do that. So stop paying your taxes on the house. Don't pay your taxes in the car. Car gets taken away. What do you really own? You don't own anything, but you keep paying and paying and paying and paying. Now, here's my new theory or conspiracy theory on all this. And it's, well, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but remember when Trump first got elected, they were saying that they want to audit Fort Knox. We need to audit Fort Knox. We need to make sure the gold is there. Our gold has to be there. Okay, they did it, supposedly. They didn't show any video. They didn't count it in front of anybody. This is what we have. They have a little bit over $1 trillion in gold in their reserve. $1 trillion in gold. And the national debt, I think, is reaching $40 trillion in debt. And what's the interest on that debt? Supposedly it's $2 trillion. What's the gold good for, right? What's the point? My last video, we spoke about how the dollar is crashing in Colombia. Yeah, you think? The dollar's crashing everywhere. Supposedly Japan are selling off their US bonds, which takes money out of the system. If the gold can cover the debt, that means I still pay taxes in the United States. So you and I are responsible for that debt that they just keep. They're so bad with money, they gotta keep asking for money. What happened to all the other money we already gave them for this war? Where did it go? I know I went on a tangent and I started talking about Johan Guerrero and how he was killed, but this all leads to it. Like we complain about how Iran is doing this to their civilians or their citizens, but we're doing the same thing. And they just keep asking us for more money. Now, here's something else I came to a conclusion with the other day. I was thinking, wait a minute. If inflation goes up and you're paying more at the grocery store, guess what else you're paying more of? That's right, taxes. Let's give an example with Florida. In Florida, you have 7% tax, right? Okay, so quick numbers, right? If something in the past was worth $10, you would pay 7% on those $10. Now it's $25. The tax is more expensive. So not only are you paying more at the grocery store, you're also giving the government more money. And they still don't have enough. They still don't have enough money for anything. So What do we need? We need more people, right? That's why Biden let them all in. You have two political parties, the Democrats and the Republicans, right? And the Democrats say, you know what? How do we divide the people even more to make them think that we're on their side? All right, let's let all the people in because we need them anyway. Then the Republicans come in, no, we don't need any more illegals. They can never agree on anything except when it's time to send money abroad to foreign countries, which now Colombia wants to form ties again with Israel because we have this new president, El Tigre, right, from Asprilla, de las, Abelardo de la Espriella. My mother's all for this guy. I'm not for him. I've already spoken about him in the past. I'm not for this guy at all. Don't like what he's doing. He looks like a clown to me. He looks like a clown, right? He has videos. You can actually go watch him. He has YouTube musical videos. Like, what the hell's going on? Are we just getting celebrities up there? Donald Trump, Celebrity Apprentice, right? Zelensky, that guy was like a comedian of some sort or a dancer. He would dance like gay and stuff like that. And how about the guy Milei down in Argentina? Wasn't he like some sort of comic or something like that as well? Now you have this guy, De La Espriella. You can go look him up. He's got videos on YouTube where he's singing. Yeah, he's singing. This guy just wants fame, right? So my mother loves this guy, right? And I told her, okay, so do you support the killing of babies and seeing moms, 20,000 kids dead in Palestine? Do you support that? She was like, no. I said, well, you have to. You don't have a choice. You voted for Espriella. If you vote for him, you have to stand behind everything he's gonna do, right? There's no other way. You voted for this guy. Same thing with me. I was for Trump. Unfortunately, I didn't vote. Fortunately for me, I didn't vote, so I can talk crap. Was I sold on the whole Trump thing? Absolutely, 100. Guilty as charged. Loved it. Like I told you guys in the previous video, I got goosebumps when he was elected. I was ready to go back to the United States. No longer that. I like it here. Economy's good. The Colombian peso is doing good. Commerce is thriving, right? For Colombians. Now, like I spoke in my previous video, if you're an American expat living here, your dollar's not stretching as it used to. I wonder why. What's the United States doing to its dollar? What's the world doing to the dollar? That's the big fear. Now, if we get in there, we're going to have to support Israel as well in this fight against Iran because they need people. They need them. Espriella has spoken about dollarizing Colombia. Well, yeah, because if you dollarize it, there'll be more taxes for the United States. Anytime the dollar is used, the United States dollar gets better. So, and right now, it's not doing too good. You guys, the United States is in debt. They owe too much. And they keep asking for more money. And guess what? With this war, inflation went up. Gasoline went up. Have you just do this? I'm not even going to tell you guys. Just do this for me. Go see in your state, in your city, or most likely in your state, what are the taxes alone per gallon of gas? See how much you're paying in taxes compared to what you're actually paying for gasoline at the pump. It's a big number. Okay, I don't have that information on me right now, but go look it up. I looked it up many years ago. I wanted to see how much taxes it is. It was ridiculously high. All this to create more taxes. If you're paying now, before you, let's say you spent $60 at the pump, you paid taxes on those $60. Now, gas went up. You're still filling up the same amount of gallons. But it's not just the price of the gas. It's also the price of the taxes attached to that gas. They keep wanting money and they keep asking for, and they're already collecting more taxes because everything is more expensive. So they're already collecting more money and now they're asking even for more money. Where's the money going? The immigrants aren't stealing it. This kid, Johan Guerrero, didn't steal it. Was he, a danger to public safety? I don't think so. Guess what's a danger to public safety? Can you afford, forget about it just being an expat, can you afford what you used to afford, 10 years ago? I bet you your house taxes went up, but your house probably remained the same. Everything's going up. And they still want more money, but we're paying more. We're paying more, but they want more. and more. I feel like they're just gonna take all the cash out of the system. They want to take all the cash out because I feel like they no longer need us. They don't need us for this stuff anymore. They are gonna start doing those data centers. AI is gonna take over in 10 to 15 years. I'm gonna say some people have it at 5 by 2030. That's 4 years. Okay, I'm thinking maybe 10 to 15. If they don't need us anymore, see, now they need us, right? Because a country is only as strong as the amount of people they have, right? What's the biggest fear in in South Korea and in Japan? People not having enough kids, right? If you don't have enough people, bad for the white. Where are you gonna get the taxes from? Where are you gonna get the money from? Now, and they also need people to create the roads and traffic controllers for their private planes. They need all, now, once AI go, we don't need these people anymore. We don't need them. They can die. Supposedly, Trump came out and said that 4 weeks left of reserves in oil, but he says between the United States and Venezuela, they control 60% of the oil in the world. I went to Venezuela in 1992. I was a teenager. Gasoline was 25 cents a gallon. The government said it's a birthright to be able to pump gas at that price. I believe also in one of the United Emirates or Saudi Arabia, one of the big oil producing countries out there, their citizens also pay very little gas. If we have so much oil, and we already stole the oil from Venezuela, why don't Americans also get that same privilege of paying for cheap gas? I know why. Because they don't care about you. They don't care about you. They don't care about me. They don't care about us. Pay up. We need tax. We need more money. We want to take all your money. We want you to keep working 9 to 5 until you die. And the debt you had, it doesn't get, you die. No. You come here with nothing. And when you leave indebted. That's crazy, huh? Now, even if you have a kid now, even if your kid has a kid now, I believe it's $100,000 per American. And we have 350 million Americans. And I believe every American's debt right now is about $100,000. Fact check me on that. All right. That's a lot of talk. I just went off the handles. Like, you know what I do? I just start talking, okay? But my name is Alex. If you found any value or information from this video, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, comment, tell me what you think. If I'm talking crap, let me know in the comments. Alex, you're talking crap. I don't believe it. I don't agree with anything you say. Listen, I'm up for a debate. I love it. Give me some pushback. If you like what I say, hit the like button. Say, Alex, you're talking amazing. Keep it up, dude. Anyway, talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.